Hello and Happy New Year, all my good friends. Meat-shaped stone, talking about mud fossils, obviously. Meat-shaped stone. Wait till you hear this. We are regal. We have become regal in the eyes of the world and history. And how can I say that? Well, here's how. Is this meat-shaped stone a piece of jasper carved? No, it isn't. It's natural stone of Gopo pork. Well, it looks like Gopo pork, but that's that's biology to turn hard. That's case closed. Now, it is part of the collection of the National Palace Museum. National Palace Museum. Well, why not? Go for the top, right? In Taipei, Taiwan. Although of only moderate importance for the point of view of art history, it's the great popular favorite of visitors and has become famous. Meat-shaped stone has been called the most famous masterpiece of the entire National Palace Museum. Unbelievable. Of course, they also got the jadeite cabbage. All right. The jadeite cabbage. All right, my friends, I'm so sorry. All right, now, they got the jadeite cabbage and Malgo Ding. I always go Malgo Pong, or I don't know what is that, Malgo Ding, whatever that means, I don't know. It's totally called, and is today called one of the three treasures of the National Palace Museum. Well, I got treasures coming out of my ears. A redesignation from several less accessible, infrequently displayed works. It has also been chosen by the public as the most important item in the museum entire collection. I mean, come on. Let's take a look at the most entire collection of Mudfossil University. How about blood gushing out of a lung? Of course, this lung here has been stripped of what they call the pleura, which is the coating of the lung. And now the little tiny blood vessels are coming out, and all these little spots of the lung are shown. But of course, when they still have the pleura on them, like this one, and of course this was DNA tested and certified as human lung, solid rock. Anyway, a autopsy guy, an anatomist, a doctor of any esteem should certainly understand what it is. And of course, we have all kind of meat. Then the highlight of the mud fossil collection is our goose. We call him our goose. There he is, our goose. Now, you see his feathers up there? You see the feather pattern? He's got that big flappy feather there, and then all the little ones sticking out from the sides. And there's his little goose eye. All right, now, there's his neck. There's where his neck would be, right there. It goes right there. And then the bone is right up at the top, and he can do all that kind of goose stuff. And of course, we have the mud fossil or meat rock, which is here. I believe that is one of those they use, put on the skewers, and you put, like your vegetables between them. That's getting nicely marbled. And I'll show you where it actually comes from a body. Now, when I first started into this, they didn't know much about fascia at all. They just thought, they used to call it fuzz, or just they really didn't pay much attention to it. Now it's become one of the most important systems in the body. And this tag right here is what I call the fascia tongue. And all of the stuff that's involved in this fascia containment down here is invested into this fascia containment up here, which will go to another wrapping of some other body part up above, where that see, the fascia runs up this way, and it would have tagged into something else. It's ripped away. It's pretty obvious to see that's the same fascia tongue. And of course this is meat. That's this rock right here. You know, you see, when I first took it out of the ground, that's this rock right here. Oops. They get, you know, they change colors and they do this and that after they're out of the mud. The mud is a very good preservative. I showed the lung here. I showed you this yet. That's another, that's been DNA certified. And that's how, the tongue on this one. See right there? That's a tongue on a lung. A tongue on a lung. And that thing there locks this thing in position. So that's how everything holds itself together. And you're like in bags of different fascia, and then the bags connect with these little tongues.